Hello everyone, it's Doll here, and today I'm going to show you a little Poshmark haul with some vintage dolls. Now this is the Purple Sparkle Fairy from Barbie Fairytopia. It says 2003 in the listing, but I'm pretty sure it's 2004. I could be wrong though. Okay, I found 2004, but maybe it was like the end of 2003, beginning of 2004. Very well could be. I remember getting her for my birthday, which is in January, so that very likely could be what happened. Yeah, she is in great condition. She is fully complete, except she doesn't have her book. The Fairytopia dolls, at least the early release ones, came with like a little storybook. I think it was pop-up, but I could be terribly wrong, but it was so cute. I love that little storybook. I also had the pink mermaid doll from the Fairytopia line, like the first one that came out. There was like the yellow one that was resembling Christy, blue one resembling Kayla, and then the pink one resembling Barbie from what I remember anyways, just off the top of my head. But I also had this purple Sparkle Fairy, and I loved her so much. I got her on my birthday, and yeah, I missed her, and I saw this listing where she's fully complete for $19, which is a pretty great price. She's in great condition. Her hair is like a little wonky, but it's not that bad. She's got some really nice curls going on here, and then this one is just like meh. Not much curls. I already washed her hair and everything, but she was already in great condition. And I just love this skirt. I love everything about the Sparkle Fairies. They have like, it's like sparkle embedded, but it doesn't come off. Like, look at my finger. Do you see any sparkles? Because I don't. Like, this was so well done. And nowadays, when they have glitter on toys, it's not really, like, it almost always flakes off. I mean, granted, they still had like toys with glitter back then that came off and went everywhere, but like this was just so well done. She also has like her actual skin is like glitter, you know what I mean? And like nothing's coming off on my finger, nothing. These dolls were really great quality, really great made. The only place she doesn't have glitter is actually on her face, funny enough, because usually that's where they put glitter. But everywhere else she's got like little like kind of like glitter like tinsel in her hair. She's got just along the sides here. There isn't any in the back. She's got it in her wings too, like this fabric right here. Her wings, so when you find these fairies either at the thrift store or like secondhand, not in box basically, they almost always don't have their wings. And I can already see that she has some wear. As you can see, it's white here just from like maybe a kid playing with it or just, you know, flapping it back and forth, because there wasn't really a mechanism to do it for you. You just do it like this. So if you're being too rough, it's very possible that it would snap off. But yeah, I see a lot of these fairies. Maybe kids also wanted to redress them and tried to take them off and maybe thought they'd put it back on. I'm not sure, but I just know that a lot of them don't have their wings if you find them secondhand, which is great that she has some. Also, their shoes. I hardly ever see them with their shoes. And I love these shoes. Funny enough, I know this is really random, but these ballet flats are so nostalgic to me because I also have the Barbie, or I had the Barbie Fairy Queen from the Barbie Swan Lake line. And she had these shoes, but in pink. And I don't know why, but I just love these shoes so much. Like, I don't know why. Like, they're squishy and they're cute. Like, I don't know why, but I really do. I really do love them. And I don't think they came with too many dolls. I think they were mainly in, like, the fantasy line from what I remember. But yeah, so this is great that she has her shoes, considering how much I love the shoes. And they hardly ever come with their shoes. And this skirt. They also don't often come with their skirt. And her skirt is in great condition and everything's on it. Now I'm thinking maybe, because this collector, I actually love buying from this collector. I believe I actually bought the Mycene Bling Bling Kennedy doll I bought, or Barbie. I think in this line she's called Barbie. She's otherwise known as Kennedy. Anyways, she was from that same seller from, I'm pretty sure, let me just check. Yes, she is from the same seller. I love this seller. She wraps things so nicely, and her dolls are in like pristine condition. Like, she sends them very nice, and she's obviously a collector. I can tell when people are resellers and when people are collectors, because you can just tell how well they treat the actual like product, the doll. So she's definitely a collector, and I think maybe she buys stuff in box and takes them out, because a lot of the times they have a lot of their accessories and like stuff they come with, and like she has so much. I don't know, I'm thinking she was taken out of box, and maybe this collector just really loves her dolls and like plays around with it. I'm not sure, but she's in good condition considering, and she's gorgeous. Look at that face. Anyways, I spent too long talking about her alone. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to mention, but this also came with the Sparkle Fairy. Now, in the Poshmark order, I don't think it actually came with the Sparkle Fairy, at least from what I remember, but please let me know, because this seems very Barbie to me, this little symbol here. So please let me know if you remember this coming with the Sparkle Fairy, because I don't. But the sellers said it came with it, so I don't know if they meant that it came with it originally or if she's just putting it in there. But this is very Y2K to me. Very Y2K. Like, cute. I love it. I'm not mad about it, but I'm just curious. Does it originally come with it? Please let me know. Next up, I want to show, this is from a different seller, but I think she's also a collector, just from what I can tell. I paid $42 Canadian. This is Erica from Barbie Princess and the Pauper from 2004. So she is pretty much complete. She just doesn't have her cat that acts like a dog. Sorry. Anyways, if you've seen the movie, I always forget his name when it comes to filming, but I know it. I'll insert it in the captions. I always forget it every freaking time. I know that the other cat's name, it's Serafina, but every time I forget this cat's name, every time when I film, but I know it. Anyways, she doesn't have that, and I think she maybe came with like a mirror and a brush, and so she doesn't have those. But aside from that, oh, and her shoes. She does not have her shoes, because these are obviously not her original shoes. These are very modern shoes, but these are cute. I'm happy to have these. It doesn't matter to me too much because her dress is so long that it covers her shoes. Anyways, she still has her hairband, her like flower headband. She still has her choker, which a lot of them do have their chokers, because basically to take it off, you'd either have to cut it off, either they wear off, or you'd take their head off. I'm not going to go into detail how I lost mine. I think you can imagine how I lost mine. Totally my fault. That's why the one I'm about to show you doesn't have it. She's in not as great condition. I love how her head was tilted like that. She does have shoes. These aren't her original shoes though, but these are pretty good shoes for her character, honestly. She's missing one. It's somewheres. Believe me, it's somewheres in a tub. Anyways, this is not her original outfit. Obviously, this is the original one. But look at their faces. They're very different. Can you tell the difference in their face? Maybe from afar you can't, but the eyes are they're very much different. Maybe even her face shape is slightly more like rectangle a little bit here. And her eyebrows, I can tell the difference in her eyebrows. Do you see it? I actually prefer this Erica's face more. So what I was thinking is that I might actually swap heads and then take her headband, put it back on her, and fix her hair up a little bit more. And I think that I'd be really happy. The only thing is this one doesn't work. This one doesn't sing anymore. This one does. Now I'm not going to play it because it's very, very loud, and it's in the middle of the night right now, and I'm not going to be rude like that to anybody. Anyways, so she still sings. She doesn't. If I swap the bodies, then this one won't sing. But the thing is, I could swap the heads and because I want this necklace on her is what I'm saying. But her legs are also bent. There's probably a way to fix this, but I'm not good at it. I've tried and I'm not good at it. but she's got bendy legs. She's got bendy legs, but she doesn't. So that's kind of like, anyways, that's the comparison. That's why I wanted to get another one, because I don't have her original dress. I'm not a fan of her legs. And I realized, I thought at first I liked her face better, but I actually like her face better. So funny enough. Anyways, this is Erica. I think she was a great price. Even $42 just for her would be amazing, because if you like look up her sold price, it usually goes for a lot more, unless the person found a good deal on her. But I think she's the rarer of the two. Erica and Annalise is like the two main dolls of this line, and she is the more rare one. Like this movie line, all the dolls in it will go for a lot as is, but Erica seems to go more. I think it might depend on her variant too. Maybe that's why this one went for a little less. Now, when it comes to dolls, there's all kinds of different variants that come out. It's just how things happen at the factory. Some releases, sometimes the company decides to adjust certain things. That's how variants happen. I think as collectors, we love variants because you can have many of the same doll and still have them be different. I'm not really one of those collectors, but I do appreciate that you have different options, and it's kind of like an Easter egg. Like, it's kind of cool. It's like, oh, I found a different variant, and oh, this one has a different lipstick shade. This one has a different like eyeshadow shade. Sometimes it's a different face shape, and sometimes it's a different face altogether. So here is the Barbie in question, okay? Guess who arrived? I thought I was gonna get the O deal, but it was actually the Millie. Anyways, what I was trying to say, that $42 Canadian is a good price alone, but we also had these guys. Get my hair out of your hair. We also had these guys coming with her, which is pretty good. These are the horses from the carriage set that came with the carriage set for the Princess and the Pauper movie. I don't have the carriage, obviously, but I do have these horses. Now, they do have some black marks on them. Like, I don't know if somebody had like a crayon or something going on, or somebody's shoe, or better yet, it's probably their hooves. They were probably stored in a way where they were, you know, I can almost tell because there's like little, you see that like paint missing marks. Now that could just be from play as well, but it's probably from their hooves. Some of their eyes like is a little wonky, like missing some paint, as you can see here, but great find overall. They still have their harnesses and stuff, and look, it's so cool. Their hair clips connect to like make a full butterfly, like their opposite wings, so they can make a full butterfly. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. The butterflies is a thing in this movie. It basically represents Erica and Annalise. It's very subtle. I think there's just a few scenes with the butterflies kind of like flying across each other. I really love that movie. Anyways, I hope to get all the dolls someday in that line. I also like the Prince. I'd like the little Kelly dolls. Maybe someday I'll find them. These days, I just like looking for deals on Poshmark. I happen to find them on Poshmark more than eBay because it's kind of like a make offer type of thing. And it just seems like people price things lower. Now, not everybody, obviously. There's some very high priced things on there. But it seems like things will go lower on Poshmark. The shipping is also cheaper. So it's just better as a collector for me to buy on there, at least with the current, you know, it all depends on the sellers really. But right now we have some good sellers on there and good collectors selling their collection on there. So I really enjoy shopping and looking at all the different stuff they have on there, and the stuff that's cheap enough, I buy it. So it's fun. It's like a treasure hunt. So that's why I'd rather wait than like go out and buy these overpriced dolls on eBay that the listings have just been sitting there for so long because nobody's biting. I like finding these like really cheap, freshly listed gems. It's a lot of fun, and it just is so satisfying when you complete like a collection, or you finally find your grail doll or one of the dolls that you were missing. It's just so satisfying. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing my Poshmark finds. There definitely will be more. I have another Poshmark order coming. Now it's not of dolls, but it's of toys and collectibles alike, so that will be fun. I'm probably going to have mini Poshmark hauls in the future, but I hope you enjoyed seeing this one. I hope it brought back at least a little bit of memories. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye!